Hi. Today I'm going to share a principle from Supreme Court judgment which is between Prem Kishore versus Brahma Prakash about a principle called res judicata. Now, what is res judicata? It's a Latin expression. Court will never allow you to, that means what is res judicata means? Court will never allow you to agitate an issue which is already decided. Now, what happens exactly in the court? People come with a problem and seek a remedy. It is on an analogy to understand what court exactly is in a simple layman terms. It is like an hospital. People go with the problem and seek remedy. The medicine will be given by the court for a problem brought to it by the victim. Now, there could be many instances where the problem will not be solved. It could be because of improper pleading, because court is all about interpretation. So there could be improper pleading, there could be improper and incompetent advocacy, there could be improper framing of parties, there could be improper jurisdiction. So there could be many technical factors, and on those grounds the case may be dismissed by the court. So when all these factors come into play and the main issue is not decided, in those cases the problem is not solved. The problem remains as it is. And what is the remedy the victim has in those circumstances? Then Supreme Court, it's a age-old principle, but Supreme Court explained so beautifully all these conditions that if the issue is not decided, listen carefully, if the issue is not decided on merits and did not attain finality, if the issue is not decided on merit and did not attain finality, you have to simply remember this one line. And what is that one line? I will explain. Now, attaining finality means the person who lost the case on technical grounds, did that mean that it attained finality? No. If the parties are not properly framed, did that attain finality? No, because the decision was never based on merit. So if any technical factor, if the suit is dismissed on any technical factor, want of jurisdiction, court fee, parties, limitation, etc., then it is not decided on merit. Then it cannot mean that it attained finality, meaningful finality. Then you can agitate that question in a separate suit. And this former suit will not be an obstacle in agitating or in launching the further suit. So you even have to give a declaration that there is no issue pending. Generally, whenever you launch a case, you have to give a declaration that there is no pending case between the same parties, between the same issue and the same relief in any other court except this court. Why that declaration is taken is because nobody should be suffered twice. That is the principle of res judicata. So in order not for anybody to suffer twice, how should court come to conclusion? The point is the issue must be decided on merit and it must attain finality. So there could be problems about parties, there could be problems about jurisdiction, there could be problems about prayer, there could be problems about pleading, there could be problems about issue, there could be problems about evidence, not bringing documentary evidence or bringing improper documentary evidence. If a competent advocate could find out that the issue is not decided on merits and attained finality, then that issue can be agitated in a further suit. Hope I am clear. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any doubts, kindly comment.